Good morning. I'm Aaron. And that's Crazy Bugaboo over there. And this is our Half Acre Homestead. I have another tomato problem I'm going to talk to you about. This time it is tomato blossom end rot. So grab your coffee, I'll meet you over at the tomatoes. So you can see we have one plant here that's affected by blossom end rot. About half of the first set of tomatoes got it. Just this one plant. Blossom end rot first appears as a water-soaked spot on the bottom of your tomatoes. It starts to decay and turn into an ugly brown, dark brown, and black. On the bottom of your tomatoes where the flowers are. This is not a disease, so you don't need to panic. This is just caused by lack of calcium. This is not going to spread to the rest of your tomatoes. So it's just affecting this one plant in 32 tomatoes. 32 plants out here, and none of them have it except for this one. So we have our plants on a drip irrigation system. So you want to make sure that it's getting plenty of water. Your drip irrigation system is working. Like I said, the blossom end rot in tomatoes is caused by a calcium deficiency in the tissue of the tomato. Blossom end rot can happen at any time during the growth of your tomato. This most often happens on the first tomatoes grown, or if the tomatoes are stressed out. High heat in the middle of summer can also cause tomato blossom end rot. If the tomatoes absorb calcium through the root system, and it doesn't have a sufficient root system, if the roots are damaged or stressed, tomatoes like to have a moist, you need to maintain a consistent water level for your plants, so that they'll be able to absorb that calcium and distribute it throughout the plant to your tomatoes and the leaves and branches and whatnot. If you try and grow your plants too fast with too much nitrogen, too much fertilizer, that'll also cause end rot. It won't be able to absorb enough nutrients into the plant to supply calcium to your tomatoes, your fruit. So just be patient. Don't try and force the growth. It'll come. Just let it happen naturally. You don't want to end up with rotten tomatoes. You just have to throw them out anyways. Root damage can cause end rot. It's not, if you damage the roots by cultivating or pulling weeds up, large weeds next to the roots, it can damage the roots, and that'll keep the roots from absorbing enough calcium from the soil. Or your soil just might be insufficient in calcium. Didn't properly fertilize it at the beginning of your season, so it's not absorbing enough. You can add nutrients later on with fertilizers, low nitrogen, like a 4-16-4, and that'll help out with the blossom end rot. Other flowering plants like peppers and zucchinis and squash and stuff like that can also be affected by blossom end rot for the same reasons. So you can apply this to your other plants. Ways to prevent blossom end rot are make sure that the properly fertilized. Your soil pH is right. It likes between 6.5 and 7.5. It likes a little more acidic. Apply the proper amount of fertilizer. When flowering, it likes to have a low nitrogen, higher phosphorus and potassium. Higher phosphorus and potassium will help keep diseases down and the blossom end rot from happening. Don't damage your root system. Keep it properly watered. It likes to have at least 1 inch of rain per year, or 1 inch of water per week per year. Keep the soil sufficiently moist so that the roots don't dry out, cause stress to the plant. You can put mulch around the plants to help keep it moist and cool. The infected fruit, you just want to remove it, just cut it off, and Just remove the fruits and put that in your compost pile. It's not a disease. It won't infect your other plants. Just remove all your plants that are infected. Or you just throw them in the garbage. Be rid of them. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure you don't have any more. Should go away in cooler weather and as the plant grows, but keep an eye on your fertilizers. Don't put too much nitrogen that can cause it. Lots of problems. So there are also chemical sprays you can spray on there for your blossoming drop, but I don't like to use chemicals on my fruits, on my vegetables, any of my plants. I don't like to eat chemicals, so we try to do it all natural. Another thing you should do, it'll help out a lot, is keep records. Keep your garden record. What kind of tomatoes did you plant this year? How did they do? What the temperatures were that caused the problems? Or what kind of fertilizer you used? How much? What happened? Keep temperature logs. How you're watering. How much you watered. And yeah, just keep a good record of what you did. What type of tomatoes, when you planted them, if you had any problems, what did you do to fix it? What worked, what didn't work? Just keep some records of all your plants. It'll help out a lot tremendously in the future for next year. Unless you can keep it all in your mind, I can't. So, well, I think that's all I can think of. Hopefully it'll help you out. And if you'd like to help us out with our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and smash that like button. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer whatever I can. And thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.